Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Allie LaForce reporting for us. A moment here to see the numbers for Jabari Smith.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Thompson out there with Tari Eason, and it's Durant in at the 3. And for Washington, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's George, and it's Vukcevic in at the 5. And due to some injuries, we're not seeing these teams at full strength, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., some adjustments have been made. And, you know, if the players stepping in can be effective enough, they might just earn an increased role on their team moving forward.
Now here's Thompson. Houston working the ball around. Durant for 3. Knocks down the long J.
On the catch and shoot, Durant is so effective. You have to run him off his shot.
Outside Coulibaly. Back to Carrington. Outside Coulibaly. George for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Thompson. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
5 on the clock. Carrington, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Durant on the attack. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now here's Smith. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Şengün, a screen on Coulibaly to the inside. And there's Şengün on the assist by Durant.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And Houston has possession. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Durant way outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Wizards trail by 4. Pass to Carrington. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. George with it. Now Thompson defending. Here's Coulibaly. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Smith. Back to Durant. Yep, that one goes. Durant's got 8.
Look at Durant working around the inside defense, getting his shot despite the contest.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. George, no good. Houston leading by 4. And legs over the next few years The Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, B.A., this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
For three, George. It's rebounded by Houston.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Durant. And Vukcevic pulls it down.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
It's Carrington on the wing. Pass to George. Back to Carrington. Lets the three fly. And again, Washington, no good. Outside Coulibaly. Here's Vukcevic, covered by Smith. Johnson against Eason. Outside Johnson. From the high post. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Rockets on top, up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
Taking a look at the Rockets. Jeff Green out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Josh Okogie. Then there's Alperen Sengun. And it's Shepherd in at the point guard position.
Yeah, Shepherd has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
Cooper passes to Hardy. Here's Gill, defended by Sengun. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Sengun. Back to Okogie. The three. Good, and the assist goes to Sengun. Okogie's got 5 points.
Well, Sengun has a talent for making finds from the inside out. I mean, he's a great passing big.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams making some changes here. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Carrington with it, still without a bucket. Now George. Back to Carrington. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Shepherd. Carrington no good. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. Last time they met was in Houston.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
Champagnie shot is off. The Rockets lead by 8. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity, and he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at, and if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Brian?
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
George outside. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Şengün, the screen. From downtown. It's hauled in by Carrington. The Wizards trail by 12. Here's Gill. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Carrington. Inside. And stolen by Durant. Here's Shepherd. Beyond the arc. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Champagnie. And Houston will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Green. Eason's checked in for Okogie. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. The Wizards trail by 15. Pass to Vukcevic. Now here's Johnson to win the cold spell. Knocks down the triple.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
On the wing, Thompson, covered by Carrington. And that one's good. Thompson. And the Rockets lead by 14.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Back to Carrington. Washington moving the ball around. Here's the pick. Pass to George. Fires from deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first half. Houston leading by 14. Eason, the pass to Durant. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Eason, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
And so it's Houston leading by 17 at the end of the period. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Washington Wizards.
That defense has been SOF capital T. Like, what's softer than toilet paper, Kenny?
Wet toilet paper.
Yeah.
Feathery soft.
Yeah.
Cloud soft.
Yeah.
Whatever we want to call it, Shaq, it ain't working.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And that game against the Warriors, don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. Overlooking lesser opponents, but that's when they come and they bite you.
I overlook all opponents.
In terms of what? Height? Confidence? Both? Don't even answer. I know the answer. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The Wizards trail by 17. Johnson is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Keyshawn George. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Vukcevic in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
Johnson against Eason. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Carrington. No good with the triple. Houston leading by 19. Eason, pass to Smith. Thompson outside. No good on the triple. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Free throw dropped for Johnson. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort, look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The Rockets lead by 17. And here's Durant. 10 points for him. Shoots from 12. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting. Outside Koulibaly. Back to Carrington. Pass to Johnson. And here's Carrington. This one for three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 6th rebound on the night.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys, back over to you.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. There's the screen. Here's Carrington. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Here's Smith. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Smith's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He's checked in for George. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Shepard's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Koulibaly. Johnson on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Count the basket. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him. Durant for 3. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
Out to the right wing. Outside Carrington. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Back to Carrington. The 3-ball. Sends it home from 3-point land. Carrington's got 5 points now this quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Shepard. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half. Pass to Vukcevic. Washington moving the ball around. Shot's good by Carrington.
Well, whatever his coach said to him at halftime, he heard it.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Buries it down low. Şengün's got his 2nd basket.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Outside Johnson. Outside Koulibaly. Pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, the pass was so effective. Great job moving the ball with purpose.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Rockets 5 now. We've got Green. Shepard is out there with Josh Okogie. Then there's Alperen Sengun. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3.
And Shepard is a guy who plays below the rim, but he's got excellent touch inside.
Pass to Riley. And a nice finish on the layup. Riley's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Here's Okogie. Offline with a 3.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Here's Riley. And there's a pick. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Green. Houston leading by 20. We've played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Sengun. And it's Houston scoring again.
We love to see Sengun's confidence continue to grow. Just fantastic work off the catch.
Pass to Riley. Here's Gill. Here's the 3. The shot no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside, Green. Now here's Sengun. Here's Okogie. Green, a screen. Okogie's shot is off. George outside. Pass to Hardy. Back to George. Washington again can't hit.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Here's Okogie. Here's Shepard. Houston needs to get off a shot. Here's Finney Smith. The 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Pass to Hardy. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Champagny shot is off. Houston leading by 22. Pass to Shepard. For 3. It's rebounded by Washington. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. To snap the cold streak. And he lays it up and in.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Green up top. Houston working the ball around. And here's Shepherd for three. Rebounded by Champagnie. And Washington with possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Count it! 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Shepherd. Here's Sengun. Takes a three. Oh, it doesn't go. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's reveal our player of the game, Kevin Durant.